We're back on the news desk, and I'm here with Nina Machado, Executive Director for First Five Amador. And I didn't realize there was a First Five in every county locally, and
Right.
we have a special one in Amador County that Nina is in charge of. And do we customize that for Amador County somehow? How do we go about doing that?
Yes, I mean, each county does have a First Five, and we all have commissions, like a board. So I don't get to make all of the decisions, and have to have particular representation on that commission, so that they're overseeing the funding, the contracting decisions that we're making, the strategic plan, audit. We have really strict guidelines that we have to follow with our funding.
I would imagine.
Yes.
Well, we're having, the baby boom again, and here in Amador County, I will mention that Sutter Amador Hospital has a new OB/GYN, and we're trying to deliver more babies. There's more of a surgery department now that they've just revamped, and they're putting in this big emphasis on having your babies delivered here in Amador County. Right. And I would imagine that you start, right away once the baby's born. Is there a prenatal, you get them? How quickly do you get them?
We do. We actually have a home visiting program. It's called the Baby Welcome Wagon, and the objective is to get into folks' homes before the baby's born, if possible, when you have a little bit more time. And if not, then we'll still go out and visit up to about 2 years of age. They get a really nice parent kit that's supplied by the state, and then we customize that specifically for Amador County. And we'll go out one time or as many as the families need. And it's I think the one real gift with First Five is there's no income eligibility. So everybody can participate.
Benefit from it.
And we know, we had children, I now have grandchildren, that, everybody needs a little bit of help in one way, shape, or form, and might not know where the resources are. Where do you find information on everything from immunizations to breastfeeding to health insurance, whatever it might be. Everybody could use a little bit of information.
Oh, you can.
Safe sleeping for babies. It's just, it's vast.
We had children. I don't even want to tell you that you said you were from Redwood City, and were you born at Sequoia Hospital?
I was.
That's where my daughter was born. It was like an outpatient surgery. My wife, the minute she was born, she's wonderful, fine. And before I knew it, I'm wheeling my wife out. You're going home. You're taking the baby with you. And I'll be like, what?
Yeah, where's the manual?
Yeah. She's worthless. What am I going to do with this baby? It was just amazing. That start out of the starting blocks can be a little accelerated,
Very challenging.
and challenging. And for fathers, I saw that you had a special fathering program, which really is important, I think.
It's called Dad and Me. Mm-hmm. And I really have to give credit to Richard Forrester on this. He's my Board of Supervisor representative on the commission. Mm-hmm. And he said one day at one of our meetings, so what do we do for dads? And we go, oh, yeah, we've got it covered. And then we really started taking a good hard look, and we weren't providing enough for the males in the child's life. So we started the Dad and Me program, and every other month they do some type of an event. And it's run by a young father, and so it would keep the estrogen away from the from the event.
Right. Well, that is important.
And it's all it's dads or grandpas or uncles, whoever is the important child in that important person in that child's life, important male. So it's been working out great. It's very well received in the community, and like I said, I really have to give credit to Richard on that. He's just been he's been a good champion for us.
Well, there can't be funding for every program, so those are some of the programs. What are some of the others that are being funded?
Well, we one of the things that First Five really looked at the beginning when the initial community assessment was done was access to services. So, living up where you live, or if you're way down in the Plymouth or Comanche area, being able to get to Jackson can sometimes be challenging, and nowadays it's very expensive as well. So First Five initially funded entirely, but now partially, the two community centers. So one is below the market in Pine Grove, and the other one is in the Comanche area. So all kinds of services are offered there. They even do food distribution to help out with the food bank with their programs, and all the way to they call them Finding Your Balance programs, where they might do something on stress reduction, grandparents raising grandchildren. I mean, all kinds of programs that are offered there. Job assistance, maybe help with resumes.
Well, the grandparents thing here in Amador County is, I would think that would be a must. I mean,
It is.
we have such a community of resourceful
Yes.
grandparents, and a
Yes.
lot of families are really relying on their, I'd never seen so many grandparents doing the parenting as when I started with my daughter in Pioneer School.
Right.
There were
It's
just,
true. A
every
lot.
other child had a, grandparent taking
Right.
care of them, doing, performing that parenting role.
Mm-hmm.
And that was quite unusual coming into to a rural community. I noticed
Mm-hmm.
that difference right away, and what a great resource to have in terms of grandparents, and,
So, yeah.
to be able to assist them and have a special program where they can get some, direction and help too. It seems very important.
And some of that, there is actually a grandparents raising grandchildren respite program that's run through the Resource Connection that we help promote for grandparents who they might just need some respite. They need time to go to their own medical appointments and they don't have a babysitter. So they can connect with the Resource Connection. And we put a lot of that information on our website. We really try and keep our website and our newsletter just really current with things that are going on, whether it's topics, resources, events, so that families have. Our newsletter goes out to more than 1,000 individuals, I believe. So
I read a
it
few of
gets out
those
there.
newsletters. Very impressive. It was they were very well done. I mean,
Thank you.
I read a little piece in there about fathers reading to their children.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't remember if I read to mine, but
Yeah.
it seemed that
It's never too late.
It's never too late. Well, I do now. It's called calculus. No, I don't do calculus. But there is more interaction as they get older. But reading to your child at that early first through fifth year, where people who had their fathers reading to them, actually there was a success connection.
Right,
And they were
exactly.
much more successful
That's
in
right.
life if they had fathers who read to them. when
We're
they were
involved in
children.
that. We one of the programs to help support that is the Imagination Library.
Right.
Dolly Parton started that program. She had so many illiterate friends and family members that she decided to get something started. We now have 770 children in Amador County from 0 until their 5th
Wow.
birthday receiving books in the mail every month.
Wow, that's quite a few.
It's amazing. We're really proud of that one.
And there's no fee for that they get the books? And
No,
just
we
a
do
program?
obviously accept donations to help offset the cost. Some service organizations have been great in helping us keep that going. But it costs us about $18,000 a year to actually fund that. But, research shows the more books in a child's home, the better they do in school and later in life.
But they're participating just wherever they like and getting whatever books they see online there. They can order those. How do they do that online?
They sign up for it, and the books are chosen by the Imagination Library ahead of time for specific ages. So, for children who are 0 to 6 months or whatever it happens to be, 3 to 3.5 years, they'll receive a specific set of books.
Oh, that sounds incredible. And what is the website address, the actual website address? I'm not going to wait till the end to get that. I'd like people to
It's
actually hear it.
www.first5, the number 5,
First five.
Amador.com.
First5Amador.com.
And it has all of our contact information. Do not hesitate to give us a call. And if you're looking for something else, our staff, Cassie, Tracy, and myself, pretty well versed in what's going on out there in the community, and we can hook you up.
Wow, it sounds like you have a great staff over there.
We're very fortunate,
I didn't know
very
where
talented.
I was thinking 975 Broadway, where is that? Where are these guys? What are they doing? And what an impressive group.
So yeah, all of our design, all of those are done in-house. Tracy is just amazing. Both sides of her brain work. She does our fiscal and our creative. So I'm very fortunate there.
That's perfect. Now we can get to fishing.
There you go.
All right. I'm glad that's over with. First through 5. Children, love, hope,
Yeah.
and faith.
Start them off fishing early.
Yeah, start them very early because it's, they grow up so fast.
They do.
And seeing
They do.
The kids, here in Amador County, and my kids had just a wonderful grammar school, high school experience. Very fortunate.
That's
And that's why
in
we
mine.
try to give back,
Yeah.
to the school system because we really benefited from it. And, we
I
didn't have a
agree.
chance to benefit from your program, but there are so many families who can do that. and we're going to keep a
No.
closer eye on that. You're always welcome to come in and get any word out that's ever happening and
Well, thank
anything
you.
that's going
Appreciate
on.
it.
You just
Appreciate
email
it.
me, and we'll get the
We'll
word
do it.
out.
All right.
First 5 Amador, and we still have a few minutes, so we want to talk about those little eggs and worms. I mean, what do you use up there?
Potski green label salmon eggs, yeah.
Potski green label salmon.
Salmon
Let me
eggs.
get my pen
Yeah,
and write that down.
So funny.
Because you really are, Nina really is an expert, because you had this background up there above Markleyville, and the East Fork of that Carson River has some beautiful fishing in it. We're blessed here in Amador County to have all these resources.
Yes, we are.
And spend time up there. And I would just had your daughter just serve me breakfast on Monday morning. I was fishing up there.
Actually, that's my son.
Your,
is
oh, your,
with-
it's
yes,
your
so Allie is his
son.
girlfriend.
Allie is not your daughter, but
Right.
she is married to your son,
Yes,
or
their girlfriend,
boyfriend, girlfriend.
Right.
But your
Yes.
kind of
Yes. Now has my grandbaby.
daughter-in-law, kind of
Yes.
thing, not formally, but family-wise. Just served me breakfast on Monday. I was fishing in a snowstorm, and I was cold and hungry, and
gosh,
we
you-
had that connection. What
You never know what the
interesting-
weather's going to be
Yeah.
up there.
Oh, it's the wilderness. That's
it
why
is.
they call it the wilderness
It
up
is.
there.
I have actually been up there and had snow in every month of the,
Oh,
been there and
absolutely.
been camping and had it snow on us. But no, it's gorgeous, and you're right. Here in Amador County, every once in a while, I try to remember to play tourist
Oh,
in
you
my own
have to.
county.
You have to.
Because we're so fortunate, and we have so many resources here. We have just great. It's just spectacular, gorgeous. The community is so giving, so very fortunate.
We are. Last year, Memorial Day, they had snow in their canoes. They'd
Yeah.
come in. I have a place up at Kirkwood, and it was a mess. They couldn't even get over the spur. The highway was closed,
Right.
closed on Memorial Day with snow. And, it's always an exciting adventure.
Well, we did a dad and niece snow day and
Oh.
there wasn't actually any snow low enough, but the men went up and brought trucks full of snow
You're going to
back
have to
down
come
and
back and talk to us more about
did a little
that.
snow
There's
day
our
for the
next
children.
subject, and we
Yes.
have you back, because we're going to have to go. It's all for today on the news, and I just want to
Thank you.
Nina for coming on in First 5 Amador, and we look forward to hearing more from you.
Great, thank
And
you very much.
please stay tuned for more TSPN TV programming.
You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN.